of gateways so he can get some more gateway level units up. He could be going for sort of an old school Protoss play where on this kind of map actually it could work well. Just going for a lot of goons and a lot of zealots, and then going up to arbiters instead of going for carriers, which I do like actually. Switching into this different sort of mode on this map, from looking at it, it isn't good for carriers at all. So I do expect him to go for just a lot of gateway units. And this would lead him to be better prepared against this early turn push from FirebatHero. And looks like Daezang just trying to maneuver to the central hill. The central hill is quite critical to this map, because if you are able to hold it, you can take one of those gas expansions. And Terran, I think, has an advantage on this map because siege tanks can hold the central area much better than Dragoons can, and they can really deny the Protoss from getting a third gas. And that is quite critical. Although, actually, no, Daezang can get gases. The other two main bases, I'm sorry about that. If they want to get gases in the center, they do have to hold a central hill. So FirebatHero trying to land his third expansion, his second expansion down at the mineral only, I think, at the 6 o'clock position, and Daezang there just floating there with a shuttle. I feel like FirebatHero should actually get a Goliath out or two just to deal with this shuttle, just to make sure it doesn't do anything tricky to his tanks. And really just a little bit of anti-air would be good for him right now. A good number of gateway units now up for Daezang. Looks like he's going to get his 8th gateway up now. And yeah, so while I have a chance here, you guys really should check out SC2GG.com. We're trying to cover all the Pro League games that are playing this week. The Pro League has begun, and there are a lot of new commentators there, a lot of English commentators, all doing great commentaries, and doing commentaries on the on-game DualNet tournament too, which I will be doing later on today, I think, between Jaedong, Casey, and 2 other players. But yeah, anyway, check out www.sc2gg.com. Great site. It looks like double armory is going up for FirebatHero, so thinking about doing some upgrades, I think, or getting some Goliaths, like I said, and just still trying to do a little bit of ultra harass. Although his harassment this game has been successful, I do feel that Daezang needs to pull off an attack soon, or else FirebatHero will be able to gain an advantage in this game. There are equal numbers of expansions, and he does have more forces on the ground, I think. Now Daezang trying to go in for an attack now, has a lot of Dragoons there. His Zealots need to catch up. And a lot of ultras up for Daezang though, for FirebatHero though, so I don't know if Daezang's going to be able to push in with just these ground units. It looks like he's going in for an attack now. FirebatHero needs to siege up his tanks though. FirebatHero not sieging up his tanks yet, and the Reaver's still in the shuttle and still floating around. This Reaver drop might be critical here. Reaver getting dropped here. Ooh, but the Reaver gets taken down by the tanks before doing any damage. A big mistake by Daezang there, and now this attack will fail. I think it just he should have put one Zealot in the shuttle and had it absorb the initial tank blast before dropping the Reaver, and that was a mistake by him. The Reaver getting killed by the initial tank blast. And it looks like now a lot of vultures out, and they're going to actually chase down these escaping Zealots. And these Zealots are escaping from a different route than the Dragoons went on, so they're going to not have cover against these vultures, which are quite deadly against Zealots alone. And looks like now these vultures trying to get in for a harass. I think there is a decent building placement around the natural though, so I don't think they'll be able to rush into the main or anything like that. Actually, these vultures now hanging around the Dragoons a little too long now. A lot of them are going to get taken out by these Dragoons. And though I do feel that FirebatHero has a definite lead now. Now FirebatHero going for a 3rd expansion, a 4th base, and he is going to be able to take one of those gas bases in the center of the map. There are 4 of them. And Daezang just unable to control the center. I feel that he is falling behind. Templar Archives going up, and he's getting some High Templar. Now he's going for his 3rd expansion also. It looks like he is going for Arbiters here, so I do think that's a correct tech choice. We'll see if he gets those Arbiters out in time, though, because FirebatHero could very well go for a push right now. Excuse me. And FirebatHero now doing double upgrades on his mech units. And we're seeing a bunch of vultures still trying to harass the left side. FirebatHero's vulture harass, unfortunately, isn't very successful, though. I have to say, his vulture harass is actually quite poor this entire game. But I might be speaking a little too early, because he did manage to get into the base now. He is in the base now, 11 o'clock base of Daezang, and now he's going to pick off all the probes here. Oh, really big blow to Daezang's economy here, finally taking down the pylon. And I feel that Daezang should have just put one cannon behind that pylon. That would have stopped this entire harassment. But now, looks like all the probes at the 11 getting taken out, and a bunch of mines being laid here. So they might actually, the vultures actually attacking the Nexus. He might actually be able to take the Nexus down. FirebatHero cleverly just focusing fire on the Nexus, and if he takes the Nexus down, he'll have a huge lead in this game, actually. And he might be able to, he is going to take this Nexus down. He's going to sacrifice all his vultures, I think, but he might be able to. It's coming really close right now. Vultures, of course, are really bad at killing buildings, but the Nexus down to just down to yeah, less than 108 hit points, and looks like all the Vultures will die, but they will take. Oh wow, they don't take down the Nexus. Nexus survives with 24 hit points left. Wow, close fight there. Yeah, so FirebatHero not doing as much damage as he could have, but doing a good amount of damage. Now he's getting mass factories there. I guess he's going to be going for a lot of Vultures, perhaps some Goliaths also, because he should know there are Arbiters coming up, and he will definitely need anti-air against Arbiters. They are just quite powerful against this kind of ground Terran army. And a lot of tanks going up. This is the Terran push here, the dreaded Terran push. And the Terran tanks are actually upgraded 1-1. If you guys are on high quality, I hope you guys can see all the upgrade numbers. I know in the older games, I haven't been able to get the best quality of odds, and you can't see them. Now, big attack going up in the middle here, and it looks like some storms going off in the tanks. But I don't know if FirebatHero will be able to hold here. Actually, the Zealots actually running out though. I don't think there's enough Zealots. Looks like an attack came from behind though. This is gonna be actually a close fight here, but looks like FirebatHero will be able to hold. Yeah, he does hold. All the Zealots were killed before they could get to the main line of tanks, but actually FirebatHero has been slowed a little bit. He's down to about 8 tanks now, and Daezang still has a force up here, and now Arbiter's out for Daezang. FirebatHero is going to rely on scans, I think, to deal with this. 1 Stargate producing Arbiters for Daezang, and actually those 2 early storms were placed quite well for him. Now the Goliaths are up for FirebatHero though, and he's got a ton of factories. He's got about 12 factories up, and he's going to produce a lot of Goliaths, a lot of Vultures, and as long as he keeps his tank count relatively high, he's going to be able to push quite successfully. And it looks like the first Arbiter is out, but detection is coming for scan is coming there, and it looks like not a lot of units left for Daezang actually. A shuttle perhaps full with 1 Reaver, and now FirebatHero is going towards the left. He's going to be able to do a lot of damage to 11 o'clock expansion, I think, if he decides to go for a big push there. And Daezang really needs to flank behind, get on top of the hill and try to flank behind, because he's not going to be able to defend that tiny choke point at the 11 o'clock very well. But looks like he's going for a counterattack on FirebatHero's expansions. No, it looks like actually he's being a little indecisive there. You see the white units moving up and down the right side, and now FirebatHero is within firing range of the 11 o'clock expansion. It all depends on where he decides to strike. He can really strike anywhere. It looks like he is going for the 11 o'clock now. All he has to do is take down his pylons, and he will be able to finish the Nexus off with just a couple of support units. A couple of Vulture hits would probably finish the Nexus off. Looks like a cannon now belatedly up for Daezang at that expansion, but it's not going to be successful against those tanks. Looks like Daezang just slowly clearing this minefield here. FirebatHero being really smart about covering his route here and slowing down Daezang from bringing reinforcements to the 11 o'clock position. And FirebatHero now with a small group here of Zealots and Dragoons. I think he's going for a counter, actually. He's not going to be trying to protect the 11 o'clock position. I think he's just going to try to slow down this force as much as possible and go for an attack of his own. And now Daezang is at the 6 o'clock position here. Oh, but he might lose his Arbiter to this turret if he's not careful. Oh man, he loses his Arbiter to the turret. Bad play by Daezang. Bad micro there. He does get a stasis off in 4 tanks, but he loses his first Arbiter. And I feel like this is, if his attacks fail, it's going to be GG for Daezang here. Because he's going to lose the entire 11 o'clock base. It looks like he is going to take down all the tanks actually at this expansion. So it looks like actually some tech buildings in the way here at this 6 o'clock position. He needs to do some real damage though. Storm going off on the SCVs. Looks like killing 5 of them on the High Templar. But looks like this 11 o'clock expansion will be fully taken out here. And Daezang restricted to just 3 bases now against FirebatHero's 4 at least. It looks like he might be able to take down one of the bases at the 6, but I think the damage wasn't enough damage to really set FirebatHero back enough. It looks like Daezang actually not able to take out those tanks when they unstasised. Finally taking those tanks out, but allowing them to get a couple of shots off on the Dragoons. And Daezang losing his first Arbiter critically, not being able to cast any more spells with the Arbiter, and really just a handful of units left. And now FirebatHero is all up in the 12 o'clock expansion too. Daezang's not going to be having many minerals coming in very soon, and I feel that this last-ditch attack here, once it's cleaned up, Daezang will have to GG. He's going for a couple more Zealot hits on the expansion at the inside position there at the center, but FirebatHero just has a little bit of poor control, but now he is going to be able to get into the main here. A better Terran player probably would have swept away the forces attacking at the bottom and been able to continue his attack on the top, but FirebatHero had enough to deal with the attack on the bottom anyway. It just took him a little longer, and I think Daezang is going to lose his force down here. A bunch of vultures coming to reinforce, and just about a dozen forces down here, and looks like the bases are fully retaken for FirebatHero, and Daezang now restricted to just having nothing, just upper right corner here, and I think GG is quite imminent at this point. Daezang just really not being able to fight against FirebatHero, and he does GG here. So FirebatHero has won the first game. The series is now 1-0 in favor of Samson Khan, and here's the moment we've all been waiting for. Will FirebatHero do a ceremony? He has won the first game. Let's see. He's getting the smile up. I just been waiting for this moment, guys. I'm sure you guys have been waiting for this moment. We'll see if he does anything funny here. Nothing so far. Getting some high fives, and dreaded moment might be coming now. FirebatHero. Yep, there's a little mini ceremony there. Okay, not too bad. Only about a 5 out of 10, I'd say. Not his best ceremony. So hopefully Oversky can win next game so we can see a Stork versus Boxer fight in Game 4. Set 2 should be coming up soon. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Cholera.